Tom McCarthy just called that a great win, and it was a great win. You know why, Ricky Bottalico? It was a no doubt about it, start to finish beatdown of the Detroit Tigers, and it was a breath of fresh air, something the Phillies badly needed as we welcome you to Phillies Postgame Live, presented by Cure Auto Insurance. I don't know what impressed you most about this victory. Certainly, you could start with Aaron Nola, but the bats came to play, too.
I think there's a couple ways to look at this. I look at it as a piggyback after yesterday's game. You saw the offense kind of come alive yesterday, and what happened? They just kind of followed suit today, and that's what you expect against a bad team. Pound them. You know what? Pound them as hard as you can, and let's see what happens. And the way I look at it, the Phillies are a much better team on paper than the Tigers. They showed that tonight. Aaron Nola was outstanding. I mean, 12 strikeouts, 7 innings pitched, had himself flirting with a no-hitter until Nick Maton. Yeah, that Nick Maton. Wolfie took him
We don't
deep.
like him anymore.
You can't be like that. But, I mean, I would say this was a nice game for a lot of players. There's a lot of happy campers in that clubhouse right now.
There sure are. I'll tell you, let's go to another guy across the street right now. John Kruk called tonight's game with Tom McCarthy getting back in the booth. Johnny, that was a thrill to watch. It really was. I just said Tommy called it a great win, and it was a great win. What was most impressive to you?
Well, the offense. Look, we kind of expect Aaron Nola to be, I mean, not one hit through 7 innings every start, but we expect him to keep your team in a game, give your team a chance. But Aaron was special tonight. But, you got to go back to Trea. It's been a struggle for him for most of the year. And to come up with 2 homers, 4 hits, hopefully this jump starts him and the rest of this offense. And, I mean, who knows? Maybe we found our cleanup hitter.
How about this? I think this is pretty impressive. The 1 through 4 hitters tonight, 8 for 16. 4 walks to go along with that, 5 RBIs, 2 home runs, and 6 runs scored. To me, that's a grouping, and I love seeing when these guys hit in groups like that. And how important is this? I mean, Schwarber had 3 walks tonight. He didn't get a base hit, but, I mean, he was in the mix.
Yeah, besides the caught stealing.
Yeah. What is he running for?
I don't know. I think he just felt froggy. I mean, he felt a little froggy, and he thought, you know what, I'm going to get me a hell of a jump right here and just get thrown out by a little bit.
In comparison, that would be like you trying to steal a base back in the day?
Easy now.
Take it easy.
Just checking. I'm just checking.
Better check the back of that bubblegum card. No, but honestly, the way these guys scored, they scored 1, 1, 1, and then they scored 2, and then they didn't score any, and then they scored 1,700. But no, this was about as complete an offensive game as I've seen from this team so far this year. Now, they've had some good offensive games, but this was special just because, excuse me.
All right,
I've had this damn cough for a week now. I can't get rid of it.
Well, you don't need to.
I'm not laughing at you, John.
Bad thing is, I hit T-Mac's talk button or my cough button, and it wasn't even mine.
Yeah, that doesn't work when you do that. Okay, little swig of water. All right, here we go.
All right, that was about as complete an offensive game as we've seen from the Phillies, because it's the guys that you expect. Look, you get stuff from you get contributions from the bottom of your lineup. You just okay, great, but the guys in the first 5, 6 positions in your batting order, those are the ones. And if they're hot and they're swinging it good altogether, you're going to see games like this, and hopefully this can continue for a while. He commanded it very well, but he commanded all of his pitches tonight. But, look, we all know we need Aaron to be consistent. We need Zach Wheeler to be more consistent than they have. And this cough is good. I tell you what.
You know what? You can.
Johnny, we're going to give you the rest of the night off.
We're going to give you the rest of the night off after a short break.
I tried to get T-Mac to do it because I knew I was going to be coughing. You know what T-Mac said?
What?
I ain't talking to those guys.
Who can blame him?
That's what he said. I'm just saying.
I hear you. There's a new thing out. It's called a lozenge. I think you maybe want to try it. It's a revolutionary thing. You put it in your mouth and you suck on it and it soothes you. Okay, here we go. What do you got?
Put happiness
what do you
in
got?
your home.
Let's see. Hang on. Here it is. There it is. Bravo. By the way, how many stolen bases? Just cough once if you know the answer.
He topped out at 18. Topped out at 18.
How many cough twice if you don't know it? Cough once if you do. How many stolen bases did you have max in one season? Do you know?
18. I just heard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, Ricky ruined that one. All right. How about this?
I was trying to go 20-20. Boa kept telling me, keep running, but I broke my toe.
You did keep running because you were caught 10 times too.
Oh, yeah. I was caught about 8 of them right at the last month of the season because they kept telling me, go run, get 20-20. I'm like, oh, yeah, here we go.
Who wins a foot race, you or Schwarber in your primes?
Oh, come on, man.
Okay, I just had a 58 stolen bases for your career. That's phenomenal. Bravo. Okay.
All right, let him go.
Yeah, Michael, God dang.
I'm sorry. I thought you were. Look, you're the type of guy you would have walked off already. I figured as
Let
long
him
as you're
go.
still answering questions. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.
You know, I'm going to start being rude and just hang, and like I do a lot of people I talk to on the phone, just hang up on your ass.
You know what? I always wonder what.
Bye.
Bye. See you later. John.
What's going on? By the way, here's a look inside the box score, Michael.
Thank you very much, Ricky.
You see the 1 through 4 hitters, and I don't care. You look at Kyle Schwarber 0 for 2, but then you go over 3 walks. I mean, he was on base 3 times tonight. You look at Castellanos. My goodness, what does this guy eat for breakfast? Because I want some of it. Because whatever he's eating this year, it's doing him pretty well. Harper with another 2 hits. Little scary moment for Harper there with the elbow thing. He looked like he might have had a little bit of an issue later on in the game. Trea Turner looks like the guy we saw in the WBC all of a sudden.
He sure does. And you know what? He was talking about just getting his swing back. He says it's in sync now. What does that mean to you?
That just means he feels good about it. I mean, that's the bottom line. You get up to bat and you take some swings. Sometimes you don't feel good. Sometimes it feels like something's missing. It's just like anything else. If you're doing a job, you might feel like you might have missed something here and there. No, it's just about being smooth.
Where Aaron was going to get out of that inning.
See, I'm sorry.
I think the chances were that Aaron was going to get out of that inning without giving up a hit.
What do I think the chances were?
What did you think at the time?
Well, I thought he wasn't going to give up a hit, but he did. He hung a breaking ball. I thought he was good all night. He lost his zone a couple of times, but I thought his stuff was really good. Velocity was good. The curveball was good, except he hung the one to Maton. But I thought he was really good.
His pitch count was to begin the 7th, how willing were you, if he did get out of that inning without giving up a hit, to let him keep going and try to get the no-hitter?
He may have been able to go one more inning, but I don't think he would have gotten there. I wouldn't have chanced his health for that.
Rob, he's been pretty frustrated after his last few, just talking about them. Like, how much do you think he needed a night like this, where it seemed like everything was working for him?
Yeah, I think. Did he need it? I think it helps, sure. Because I think he really believes that he's not pitching the way he normally pitches. So this should give him some confidence and move him forward and keep him going.
Same with Trea. I mean,
Yeah, same thing. Big night, 4 hits, 2 homers, great play at the end. Yeah, that was great to see.
Say he's going to be back in the cleanup spot tomorrow?
I would think we'll be right around the same order as today.
What do you like about how Schwarber and Castellanos have 1-2 have looked just in a couple of days he's done it?
Well, Schwarber's walking. He's seeing a lot of pitches. He's working counts, and Casty's swinging a bat really well. And having Casty kind of wedged in between Schwarber and Harp, he'll get some pitches to hit, and he's taking advantage of it right now.
Were you surprised when Maton brings the game back within 2 that he left Engler back in there to throw him out for another inning? And not trying to take anything away from you guys solidifying the game, but
yeah, I don't question anybody else's moves. I worry about my own.
That being said, despite how well Aaron was pitching and how well you guys were hitting, it was a close game at that point, 5-3. What do you think it says about you guys that you were able to pile on after they cut it?
Yeah, just the resilient nature of our club, They kept coming. And so that was a big double by JT, just to give us a little bit more length. And then Sosa gets a base hit to get it to 5. And and Sarantian was going to go out no matter what for the 8th. Didn't matter what the score was because our bullpen's a little bit backed up. And if we used other guys, then they'd be down tomorrow. So Sir Anthony should be fine for tomorrow.
Is there anything you can attribute kind of the extra life on Nola's fastball tonight? Because it was some pretty strong.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but he had good stuff.
Fed up that he was
Do you
traded.
blame him?
Yeah, I blame him. He's playing Major League Baseball. Who would have thought that?
If this was Bryce Harper in Washington D.C.
You're comparing
and he
Bryce
did that,
Harper to Nick Maton,
it's not what
Wolfie.
That is not right. That is not right. He was well liked in that clubhouse, Wolfie.
He absolutely was, and that's why I thought he shouldn't have done that. He was
Why?
liked by his teammates and liked by his fans.
Why is it that we here always think that our teams could do whatever they want, but if other teams do it, it's wrong?
Oh, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying I would have thought he would have dignified, run around the bases, especially he got his championship ring about an hour earlier. Okay.
Yeah, and he had to get it from who?
Who did he get it from?
Dave Dombrowski.
Oh, yeah.
What did he do?
Chipped him out.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, but here we got a party gift for you. Here's your ring. All right, here's Aaron Nola in the clubhouse post-game.
Curveball felt sharper, but it's kind of a lot of out of the zone ones today. But they worked 3 walks, but other than that, felt good overall.
Did you get deeper into the game to start thinking about maybe get pitching?
I mean, I knew my pitch count was creeping up, but got a little tired toward the end. Walked McKinstry on 4 pitches, and I think only like 2 of them Baez. But guys made some good plays behind me, and the offense did what the offense has done this past weekend as well. So it was a good team win.
Did you work on anything in the past week that might account for your velocity ticking up a bit today?
Just stay stronger on my front side. Not get lazy with that, so I feel like that helped a little bit.
Did your velocity also make it easy for you to get the curveball? It seemed like your curveball was pretty sharp tonight.
Yeah, I wasn't really trying to make my curveball break too much. I was more so throwing it kind of the spot where I intended to throw it, rather than focusing on making it move a lot. So I think that helped.
You've been pretty critical of yourself after the last few starts. Like, you feel like you needed a night tonight just to boost, just to reinforce maybe the work that you've been trying to do behind the scenes.
For sure, yeah. Especially my fastball was my main key to work on, trying to get that down in the zone for the most part, and up when I needed to. So I felt like tonight it was more down than it has been this year, which was a positive.
How much, after those last 2 starts against the division teams, did you want to bounce back and have a really strong performance today after the way it went on the road trip?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the road trip, especially in D.C., we finished strong, and I want to take that back home and, try to stay hot, right, and just focus on each game. I mean, we still got a lot of baseball left, and guys are coming together and playing well.
It looked like you were kind of in a rhythm out there. Was this the best you physically felt all season?
Yeah, it was. I think the pitch clock was a little too fast, though. It seems to be that way when we get back home. So, but other than that, it felt pretty good.
You got 2 clocks, right?
Yeah. I looked up and there was 5 seconds at one, and JT was telling me to get off the field. And then the other one, the umpire was in front of the plate, tapping his wrist. So, I mean, you kind of know when it's fast when those guys get banged for it too. So.
Is there anything tonight that you did that you can take out of this and take into your next start specifically?
Just try to keep the walks down and get ahead of guys. I mean, that's the biggest thing for me, and it's harder to pitch when you're behind in the count, no matter what team you're facing. Pitching's a little bit easier, and you're a little more in control when you get ahead in the count.